What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Big Just LaFleur, and I know y'all looking like, man, where are you at? Because this is not the normal backdrop, not the normal setup you got going on. Well, you're right. Your boy is somewhere in Florida on vacation, but you know the madness never ends. And the madness, I'm talking about Remy and Papoose. Now, I've been trying to tackle this story for about 2 to 3 days now. But it just seems like every time I try to put a clip together for y'all and talk about this, they just keep on going. They've been arguing for like 36 hours straight. And I really just don't understand when these adults are going to be like, you know what? Let's just collectively put the phone down. Apparently, Remy and Pap are separated and they both have moved on into relationships. But according to Papoose, they never had that type of agreement. It just sounds like Remy Ma just decided to do what she was doing. That's his words, not mine. He said that she's been in a relationship with the off-brand Papoose, the block captain, for about 3 years now. And he's saying that, yo, this woman has cheated on me multiple times, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now, Papoose, he's been dating Clarissa Shields. Clearly, he likes them rough. Yeah, he like them from the projects with a razor under their tongue. And according to Remy Ma, he's only dealing with Clarissa Shields because he needs a place to stay. I don't know if this is the truth. We don't know what's going on in this relationship. This isn't even what we thought this relationship was. They usually used to just promote black love. Now, it's just, I hate you and I hate you too. Now, everything started where it always starts, the good old Breakfast Club, man. That's why they've been around for as long as they have. And they asked her a question pertaining to her and Papoose's relationship. You know, she was there for promoting of a fight, but nobody gives a damn about that. We know she gonna knock the next girl out. So they asked her, what is your role in Papoose's life? You know, being that he's a married man. And she said, well, look, it's not my place to tell y'all what my role is in his life because there's still some things that he needs to clean up. If you can read in between the lines, you know what I'm talking about. But just know, like, we solid, like we good.
I don't really have to argue about anybody about where my spot is with him. You know, it's like, that's not my place. Now, there are things that got to get handled, but it's not even my stuff to handle.
Yeah.
It's his.
You said earlier there's some things Pap need to handle.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's the elephant in the room. I don't have to say it.
Oh,
yeah, it's the elephant in the room. Like,
yeah.
but that takes time, and like I said, that's not my place to speak on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll get handled. I just know that from my perspective, I'm with him every day, and when I'm not with him, we're on the phone every day, and we're talking, and we're FaceTiming, and you know, we love each other. So that's just kind of what it is.
So the all is already given, is what she's saying.
Yeah, that's it. We already talk. We talk about so many different things, and I'm 30, so we talk about kids and family and stuff like that. But like, that still has to get taken care of. But like, you know, once again, it's not. It's not for me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not.
And hey, man, I thought that was a real classy response from Clarissa Shields. I thought that she wasn't being messy and she was still telling her truth when it comes to her and Papoose, right? Well, according to Remy Ma, she was offended. And I don't know what type of interpretation they have in the Bronx public school system, because I don't know why she's spazzing out. Well, I do know why she's spazzing out. She's spazzing out because she wanted to spazz out. That's really just the honest to God truth. She couldn't wait to find a way to do what all women do when they're not in a relationship with their ex anymore. And she wanted to call him broke. Now, she's been having a 3-day marathon of just shitting on Papoose. She's saying he's a bad father. He was a bad husband. Oh, it's not what you think. I know he held me down for 6 years in prison. But, oh, he's the brokest nigga I've ever dealt with. He's this, he's that. And I ain't gonna lie, the public ain't going for it. But Remy's gonna continue to do what she's doing. The only people that's going for what Remy is saying is Shade Room. The comments in the Shade Room, well, he must have did something first, because they can't fathom a woman having a terrible part to the relationship and ruining her marriage, right? Like that's never happened in the history of anything. But anyway, one of the most highlighted parts and one of the most telling parts that I saw was that Remy Ma showed her garage where she packed all of Papoose's clothes, not even all his belongings, just his clothes, his shoes, I'm sure one of his 37 million hats. And to me, she told on herself. But here's what she said.
Could you please ask him? Because he keeps saying he doesn't have any clothes, but he doesn't really have to come over here and get them. I literally have. I'm so great. I'm so nice. Look how nice I had this bagged up. I bought these bags off of Amazon. These are good bags, and I packed it so nicely. Hats in one, sneakers in one, jackets in one. I did everything. So it's waiting here. I cleared out this whole area. Everything. Look, this has been here since last year. Like, I'm not stopped. Nobody, there's no hold up. Any hold up is on that side. Nobody took anything from. Y'all don't know. Actually, my ex might be the least income making person that I've ever been with. Ever. Everybody included. Yeah. Shut up.
Earth to Remy. Listen, if a man ain't been back to the house in a year to get his clothes, what does that tell you? That means he wants to be far away from you to the point where he's like, yo, keep the shit. If a nigga tell you to keep his clothes, he wants nothing to do with you. You could donate those. He does not care. The only thing worse than that is if a nigga just left his game system at the crib and just said, fuck it. That's when you know that nigga wish you would die. So you should just be appreciative this nigga still wants you alive. But he just don't want nothing to do with you, real.
As far as my clothes, guess what, y'all? When I left, I didn't want nothing. I didn't care about the clothes. I said, I don't care about nothing. Get your clothes, bro. I said, nah, I did not want it. I didn't want no clothes. Keep it. Keep it. I just needed to leave, man. Because like I said, I didn't want when I get off live,
Now, Papoose would go on to say that Remy Ma cheated on him numerous times to the point where they went and had marriage counseling. He tried to work it out. He tried to be a good husband and work everything out and have this forgiveness. But one of the key moments where he knew that she was just a disrespectful, despicable Bronx whore is when apparently he had suspicions about a friend that Remy Ma had, and this friend was a woman. Now, according to Papoose, Remy Ma always talks down on that community. Yeah, the gay community or the bisexual community. Yeah, she says she's not tolerating any type of munchiness from other than a man. That's what Papoose was saying. But apparently, the survey said that was a lie.
I try to be intimate. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I try to be intimate with her. And she came in the bed with me. She slipped out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay. After she do that, she go back to sleep in the room with homegirl this particular night. I said, something is fishy here. I said, I ain't no rocket scientist, but this ain't add up. You feel me? So I said, damn, something wrong, something ain't right here. So one time I had to go do something. I had to go handle some business. So I go handle business. I come back in the crib. It's a big ass crib. And they got like a long walkway to get to our bedroom. It's like a long walkway. And then on the other side is the other rooms. So I come in the crib. As soon as I walk in, I look down towards our bedroom. I see my daughter in our room by herself. I say, yo, what the heck? Where the hell is she at? So I go up the other side, and when I tell you this, it's a big clip, so it's a long walkway. I go to the other side, I go in the room, she in the bed. I don't see homegirl though. It's like she booked it or something when I came. But I see a whole plate, peanuts, cashew, all these type of raisins all laid out. But my daughter in the room by herself. So I said, yo, why the baby in the room by herself? She made some bullshit excuse. Extreme liar. You never seen a liar like this in your life. I said, where homegirl at? She didn't even answer that. It was just like a weird answer. I pushed past that. Moving on along. I hate to say this, y'all. I hate to say this. But you want to know why she started having so much animosity towards me? Because I ended up finding out the truth, y'all. And I'm not saying this because it's a bad thing, but I'm saying this because, and when I say not a bad thing, because I don't judge people who live that lifestyle. But she has done a lot of bashing towards people who live that lifestyle and talk so bad about them and say so many foul things about them that it hurted her so bad that I knew the truth. So on another day, I caught her with this individual in our house while my daughter was on the bed with them.
Oh, no, Pap. No, Pap. Not under my roof, Pap. Not under my roof, Pap, because the only papping that would have been going on is pap, 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 pap. Yeah, the sounds of that motherfucking 9mm ringing off. You mean to tell me your wife was in the room with another woman with the kid in the bed getting her carpet munched? Nah.
Ended up catching it. Now, this individual is a female. So I can't do nothing to her. I don't put my hands on females. Y'all want to know what I did? I told the individual, I said, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to be honest. I didn't put my hands on her because I'm not going to do that. I don't hit women. But I told her to get out. I said, get the fuck out. Because I felt very disrespected that took place in my house while my daughter was right there on the bed. And you know what she did? Blame me. Said it wasn't true. Said my ears deceived me. My eyes deceived me. Which goes back to what I was telling y'all earlier. She's the type of person who will say something to you and 10 to 5 minutes later, she'll say, I didn't say that. Straight bipolar. Straight bipolar. Was diagnosed with it. So ever since I caught that, she resented me. She had a lot of animosity towards me because I knew the truth.
How the hell you mad at him because you ain't living your truth? And she must have loved him because she went and got the off-brand, the Kroger brand version of him. I guess she said, we starting fresh, but we ain't starting all the way fresh. You feel me? Nah, listen, man. Pap, I'm going to be honest with you, brother. The people are on your side right now. I hope that everything that you're saying, I hate that you had to go through that, but I hope it is the truth. Because I ain't been hearing nothing bad in the streets about Papoose. You know what I'm saying? At least if he is violating, I don't hear nothing getting back to the internet. But when it come to Remy Ma, she been in a whole situation with a battle rapper. Pap did knock this nigga the fuck out, deservingly so, because he was shaking his hand and everything. This dude, Papoose done already played a recording of this dude, Easy the Block Captain, basically saying that he's got stuff on Remy that he's going to put out if she don't want to deal with him. But yet Remy is still messing with him. So, I mean, damn, this sounds like some whole Diddy RICO charges, you feel me? So I don't know what's going on. I just wish Pap the best with Clarissa Shields. Seems like she's a sweet girl, a little rough around the edges, but you know, that's how he like them. So y'all let me know what y'all think down below, man. Do y'all think that Pap is putting cap on the story, or do y'all think that Remy is really just a low down, dirty 2-bit Bronx woman. We ain't even gonna call her that no more. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. And we out, baby. Boom.
Big Just LaFleur.
It's him.